Welcome to episode 20 of doing Factorio's achievements, all of them on the same Deathworld, making Deathworld noises in the background. It's fine, not really worried about that. Yes, standing in the middle of the labs build, which is a little bit sad, but in ways I'm kind of okay with. I don't even think it's necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, we've got quite. I was going to say we have a mature base. We don't really have a mature base. All we're doing is focusing on the last couple of assignments, and we don't really have a particularly rounded base besides the function of spitting out a bunch of electronic circuits. But that's what we're here to do, so that's kind of fine. Recently, in the last couple of episodes, we have got ourselves this fairly nice 25,000-ish per minute green chip production, which should be about 1.5 million per hour. I think that's how the math works out, which means maybe we're down to about 8 hours left. We'd like to go. I don't really want to spend another 8 hours here, but maybe we do whatever. It's probably fine. And yeah, let's talk about why science is a little bit sad in a moment in a way that I don't even really mind. And then there's some things we did last time which we got to go fix, and then there's a bunch of other stuff to do as well. And yeah, science. I mean, we've only got a couple of labs running, but I don't even think that's the problem, because we are running at the rate at which red and green science is getting made. So I think we're just going to straight up hack, whereas, yeah, I guess we have bots do this as well. And yeah, we can have some modules in here. We could upgrade, I mean, we could upgrade those. Yeah, we could upgrade the quality of modules in there, but I don't think we want to. I think we just want to get like a couple of speed 2 modules in beacons and just like slap them in the middle there and just generally make that faster and kind of not care. Do you have a... You've got a speed 2 module. I have no idea why you deserve a speed 2 module, but whatever. So we're going to make some more red and yellow science. Not even really concerned about that. We were blocked on space science, which is a thing that I'm not even really sad about, because we were just not making the rocket parts because we didn't have the RCUs, because we don't have the blue chips. But we are pushing out all the yellow science, which is a thing we were recently blocked on, and also a thing that happened in between episodes is somewhere over here. We've got personal fusion reactors just sitting around here, and all these blue chips drifting past, which means a couple of things. First of all, it means that the Spidertron buffer is done. We've got pretty much everything I think we need to make 18 Spidertrons and give them a decent chunk of equipment. So that's a thing we're probably not going to do yet. But it also means that all these extra blue chips are going into the yellow science, which is fine, and then also into the RCUs, which are still Prod Mod 1s and Beacon 2. So I think that is a thing that we want to upgrade. We want to upgrade... I think I said they were Prod Mod 1s, but I kind of wasn't paying attention to what I just said. So we're just going to increase all of those modules to 3s. We're going to get more value out of the RCUs. That's nice. Down here we also have, yeah, we're still making module 3s. Maybe we end up with, like, yeah, this is... We are going to need more Prod Mod 3s than Speed Mod 3s, and also, yeah, in a couple of places. But also there's a decent number of RCUs coming up. I'm not even worried about this science being sad. I think what we are going to do, though, I did notice that, like, why are you guys not running? You've got blue chips and LDS. That means you're going to be sad about frames. So why are you sad about frames? Where are the frames? The frames are down here. All of the frames are steel, and batteries are things we are going to... Okay, I mean, also kind of work on. That's going to be pretty straightforward, but give me some of these because we're going to do a quick hack here as well. We're going to change some of these prod mods to speed mod 1s. Yeah, this is the thing that's a lot better to do with beacons, so we can... like get all of the productivity boost, and then get... Yeah, we'll do that for these engines as well. Why not? It's a whole lot better to get all of the productivity with prod mods and then beacon these things separately, but also that involves changing the spacing of all these things. We're not going to do that. All we're going to do is change all these prod mods to tier 2 prod mods, which is going to get us more stuff out, except we were also limited by batteries. But we also had... Yeah, we were limited on red and green science, we're now limited on yellow science. So I guess instead of follow a robot count, maybe... Like, we definitely still want these, we need these for the minion following achievements, but it looks like if we do all of these, and then we do laser shooting speed, and then we do laser shooting speed 7, I think that gets us... Like, I think we get all of the techs complete if we complete these techs that don't require space science. I think that's how it works. It's either that or the first tier of space science techs. I don't exactly remember. It's fine. Not a big deal. So, let's start tracking research all technologies, because that might be a thing we get this episode that would be exciting. So we're upgrading a bunch of these modules. Module upgrades are still a thing that's happening. In between... Other things that happened in between, I went through the rest of this mixed build, and now we have all of these bits of green chips upgraded to Module 2s and Red Belt, and so we could be making more stuff here if we had the stuff. It turns out we do not have the stuff. This was not entirely unanticipated. We're getting all of the iron here that we can, from this kind of patch thing. Some of the steel is a bit sad, whatever, we've got a buffer of steel, it's fine. We are never going to need this iron buffer again. So I think we're just gonna, part A, blast this iron buffer. We are never gonna need it. Getting rid of the buffers is also a good thing that we want to be doing at this point. Like, the buffers don't add a whole lot of value at this point. I guess that means we're not making any more undergrounds, but we're kind of okay with that. And I guess we're also not making any more red... We're actually really okay with red belt. So these guys can all just disappear. And yeah, we're just going to have a chest of red belt. Probably that's going to be enough. We can logistic request more stuff in here if we really need to. It's probably not that big a deal. Then other reasons why purple science are sad is this stone feed here comes from this little patch of stone here, which we have almost run out of. We had filled up this other buffer of stone, but that's also a buffer that is no longer going to need to exist because we don't have all that much stone. Hey, maybe we shouldn't disconnect everything though. So let's just keep everything connected so we can have everything powered. That would be nice. So purple science is a little bit sad because we're low on stone. Yellow science is a little bit sad because we are low on robot frames because batteries. The mixed build is, pretty much fully upgraded. I mean, another place where this would be better with beacons, but we weren't doing that, so never mind. And all those modules are in. We're getting a lot of blue chips out. All those blue chips are going to be, rockets. It's fine. We're launching all of that stuff. That's pretty good. So things we need to do to make the rest of this mixed build work are we're going to need more iron. We're also going to need more copper by the time we have, if we had a large supply of iron, and in fact I think we are going to need, where is it working? Here is, so this section, no good. We don't have the iron supply for this. We're even having a tiny amount of iron supply through here, so I don't even think we have any of those continuing to exist. I think we get rid of these things. And I think this is the last mix build that we attempt to feed with this iron, and then I think we've got space over here for multiple train stations. Train station 1 is going to be iron, which we've already got. We're going to look at that in a moment. Train station 2 is going to be, maybe not over there, but somewhere we need to bring in more stone for the purple science. Do we have space? Yeah, we could. I reckon we could use this train station here for stone for purple science. That's probably going to be fine. And then this is the one that feeds back into the base. Yeah, whatever. We can make that work. And then when we do get more of the iron, we are going to need additional copper on a train because we don't have from the patch enough copper mining to make all that work. So that's yeah, it's a thing that's nice. We can deal with that later. Plastic also for the moment looks like it's okay. Oh well. So yeah, so trains to add. Things we also did in between is we went back over to the iron mining over here, which is now... Yeah, so these are fully built now. They're also stopped because we have taken all the iron to places that need iron, and we've even got a couple of extra trains sitting around that we haven't even allocated to this iron yet. So I want kind of an output stacker for these as well. That's the thing to do today. But the other thing I realized is, yeah, these trains have 30 rocket fuel each. This one also looks like it has 30 somewhere. The trains we put in yesterday, or whenever we last did this, got 10 rocket fuel each. And the thing is, here we're not refueling them. In the red chips nodes down here, which are all Prodmo 2s because I felt sad for Prodmo 2s because no one ever uses them because they're bad, we are also not fueling them. So we will run into a train fuel problem. And we've got to do something about that as well. That's another thing to deal with soon. But the thing we're going to deal with first, yeah, this is still the batteries thing, isn't it? Because we gave these guys all their upgrades. They've got all the green chips they need. I think we need to... I think we've got more green chips over here in a chest, so we're not going to be taking green chips off a belt here. We are going to be making sure this belt has green chips, and we are going to be requesting, yeah, some number of green chips, it's fine. So this is, yeah, they're on the wrong side of the belt, but that's fine. They are still taking lower priority than anything that's wandering in through here, so that's fine. The other thing we need to be doing is... These guys need steel, and we're going to need steel, say... And we're just going to hack this in and not worry about it. Is another request chest here, which is going to request us some steel that we're going to put on the same side of the belt. Logistic request steel... 200, whatever. I don't think we need to re-ingest a lot here. Maybe we should also... Oh, we already had one here. Okay, that's easier. Yeah, we're not going to do... copy this configuration, get rid of all of that stuff, because we did want a thing here to request batteries, which are currently not... Yeah, I think we've got like a bad batteries build down here, but this is the thing that we want to redo pretty quickly. And then, okay, so we're also kind of short of blue science, which is a thing I am okay with. Where's a... Yeah, I was going to use that. Okay, fine. So the house bots will now put that back, and here we are going to request the steel, just so that we make sure that all these engines have steel for the blue science, that all of these engines and then the drone parts also get their steel. And yeah, we need to make some more batteries, and we need to make also... I want a lot of batteries because I want laser turrets, because we do have Beth Moths turning up. It's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, we've got all the beacons turning up, that's fine. The thing we did last time, which is one of the things we need to address, because even at the end of the last episode I realized it was kind of busted, and then I decided to leave it to fix it to this episode, is this is all a little bit of a mess, isn't it? And the problem here is this splitter needs to be on this side instead, and then this is going to make sure that we are filtering things in the correct way. And then all of... and now we should have the correct lane balancing, and all of this stuff should just come off the train. I'm not even anticipating getting a lot of the happy rocks from this train, because this is just whatever's mining at the patch. This is mostly just going to be a source of sad rocks that we are going to process into happy rocks. Did I pick up? Yeah, I did pick up a bunch of this stuff. It's fine. You over here can have all of the sad rocks, and then the thing we're going to do in between processing all of, yeah, you guys also is just have these guys running, and you guys also just have stuff. Yeah, the way we're going to deal with this is we're going to have all of... Yes, get this iron out of my inventory. I do not want the iron in my inventory. Yeah, we're going to Covrix this around in a loop, and then once we get this far, we are going to not even worry about... We're not even going to worry about the sad rocks anymore. We're just going to use this as a process to obtain all kinds of rocks, mostly sad rocks, process these around in a circle, and then just, yeah, when we've got an overflow of happy rocks, put all of these happy rocks into the logistics network, because we have things to do with happy rocks. And we need to, yeah, to just also make things explode. So... this hopefully now is just going to be a nice big... It's not quite... Yeah, okay, so we've got... There's an issue here with the internal buffers of these things. As long as we've got... Yeah, we need to not have these internal buffers satisfied. The Happy Rock internal buffer is fine. The Sad Rock internal buffer, the reason why we've got this piece of belt here is that we can bank a bunch of sad rocks here, and then the few that will come through, whenever we re-ingest more rocks, will come from this side of the belt rather than from the train. The downside being that if we ever fill up these sad rock internal buffers by hand feeding, they'll build up here and it will be blocked in the way that it would, but now it should be fine. And then we've also got space to throw a bunch of these over here if I feel like it, which maybe we do, but mostly we just want to put a bunch of happy rocks into the logistics network, because we've got some other things to build. And then this train is also... Yeah, whenever we run out of sad rocks, we're going to head back to the patch to get more sad rocks. The sad rock patch now looks like this, and so we've kind of even disabled... Hey, we did get all the technologies, that's exciting. So now we're just out to the infinite technologies, which is, you know, we got an important achievement today, that's nice. Yeah, we've got a lot of this stuff on the patch, and we've even reorganized this so that all of the stuff we've already mined is going to end up on the belt in preference to any of the new stuff we're processing out. So all of this kind of doesn't matter anymore. In fact, all of this, we are still in the logistics network with all of these, and these flamethrowers we no longer need. So I reckon we're just also going to pack all of these up. We are now getting and we have not broken the power. We can get rid of these two as... Can we get rid of those two? Yes, because it runs through here to the... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we can now also get rid of a bunch of these flamethrower turrets because they are somewhat surplus. And then I think that's nearly the discussion of... And we've now got full robot count 10. That's exciting. That's nearly everything that we needed to reconsider from last episode. The other thing that happened is we did get another expansion over here, which I had to go kill. But doing that and all of the worms spitting at the bots replacing the miners meant that we ran out of landmines. So we've still got bots here, don't have any landmines. This is a bit fragile, might need to take them some mines. We fixed this. The other thing we wanted to do first was, yes, something about batteries, because the batteries over here, oh, this copper is also done. That's very exciting. That means that, do we still have this in... It's in the range of some Roboport. We can deconstruct all of this stuff, which is a good time. Because it means all of this stuff can just get, like, recirculated back into... I don't think some of these... Are these all the same? No, we merged these Roboport networks, didn't we? This is all the same. I mean, we can check on the map after I've finished blasting all of this stuff, but I am pretty sure that these are all the same Roboport network as the main base, and in fact, we're going to get rid of... Yeah, we're just going to get rid of all of the stuff. I was wondering about keeping the... because this chest here will recycle any copper ore, but I don't think we're taking copper ore into the base at all now. I think we're just processing all the copper on the patch, smelting it and bringing it here, and that's not even a thing we're super worried about. Yeah, and then also, yeah, we've got the copper going into the network here, because I think I'd noticed that it wasn't working in the other spot that it was in. We're not making grenades, we're making... Oh yeah, things we are nicely set up for is we have 200 of these robots. We only need 100 at once for this goal, but we're going to do this thing with the fancy tier 3 robots, which is another reason why. Let's also stack in... How many is this? 1,000? Yeah. 2,000? I mean, how many is this? This is 8,000? Yeah. So we are going to need, what, another 3 launches for this, and then another 3 launches for that other research, whatever. This is going to give us better damage when we end up using those, like, bots to do that stuff, so that's all fine. And then we wanted batteries, because all of these guys are still sad about not having enough batteries, but we should have, at this point... Yeah, because this is when we noticed that we blasted the copper and didn't really need to worry about it. We want to do this better, probably somewhere else. Do we just do this better here? Because we can just logistic request these things in at this point. Which way do we... I guess we could also just move all of those storage chests somewhere else. Okay, let's also just, like, eye the Covarex and check that it isn't busted somehow. It all looks like it's going. All these centrifuges are craft speed 4, that's fine. We don't have the Covarex sitting around at the moment to be able, the Happy Rocks sitting around at the moment to be doing the next thing. And we also don't have... We've got some of these RCUs, but we're still working on having the RCUs that we also need for the next thing. And we're also upgrading a bunch of modules, that's all fine. Getting a lot of blue chips. Not running out of speed modules there, which is interesting. Speed modules were one of the things that we had a whole lot of sitting around. So we're also just going to go, hey, we still have a lot of speed modules. So just also get these back into the picture to turn into the RCUs and stuff. Okay, I was wondering about doing this somewhere else, but I guess we can just do it here. How much junk are in these? Some amount of junk. Like, we no longer need to worry about pulling the... Give me these back. Yeah, I think we are just going to do... I was going to do the batteries somewhere else, but we can now do the batteries in the same place. I don't want these flasks in my inventory. Are they flasks? Who knows? But... we're just going to move all of this stuff. I mean, we could have also done this with logistics bots, but whatever. And these ones came from the other stuff on the patch. We are fine for fuel now. All of this, if we get all of this kind of out of the way, what don't we want? We don't want the wood. We don't want the solar panels. We don't want the stone. Everything else in my inventory is kind of whatever. We should now have a variety of space, and then do we actually need that piece of belt? I don't think we do. Do we want these guys to be upgraded? I think we do. Because it looks like... maybe that's also the problem. We weren't making enough engines because we upgraded all of the blue science, but then we didn't upgrade the intermediates that were going to make enough pipes to keep up with the engines, to keep up with the blue side. So that's probably... yeah, we're just going to do this a little better. And then even better, so we should be... that should be completely fine now. What do you guys... oh, you guys are putting it back on this belt, which is also fine. because this is getting split down here anyway. Yeah, that's all fine. Can we... Where are we gonna... Because I want to do the battery differently and separately. So if we do... Yeah, can we get a fast inserter into a logistics chest that will take 4 stacks of batteries? Which means that we don't need to worry about that output. Can we... I don't even think... I think we're going to do this with just one assembler on accumulators, and we're just going to give it a bit more speed. Speed 2, so this is more than... We are now making accumulators faster than we previously were, which is nice, and that also means that we can now fit another of... Yeah, we're going to redo the outputs for these, and we're also going to have all of this be productivity, because productivity is a thing that we like, and then, yeah, we can redo all of... We're going to redo all of this again, slightly better? Maybe it's going to be slightly better. We want these guys to get their outputs, so that's a small amount of stuff. As long as these aren't mines or whatever. And then the next thing we want is... We are going to have to do this with a slightly different pattern, but we want a lot more... Yeah, a lot more batteries. And this should give us more batteries for the drone parts we want. It should give us... Oh, we need the... we're getting it over... Because I wanted to leave this space for beacons, but it looks like that might make this section a little bit of a shame. Which we're going to do... Are we going to do that differently? We're just going to... Because we can absolutely just make this worse. Yeah, I think we just make it worse. If we do something like this, then not quite like that, then all these guys are getting acid, and then we've got a space in here whereby these guys can be getting copper, and there's also iron here as well. So, we're going to need... Let's go this way for no particularly good reason, because it's getting kind of gross, but I'm also okay with that. Fast inserter here, power pole here, and these guys will get iron, and then we're just going to request on the copper. That's how things work now. We're going to... Okay, we're going to need to request the copper on the other side, which is... not even a thing I feel bad about. Request a bunch of copper. We've got copper in the network. We've got copper in the network just over here. So this is all completely fine. We're going to get more batteries. We want to get... you're going to get a beacon as well. So I don't think you deserve speed modules. Sad noises for you. Is this a... Yeah, this is a speed 2 beacon. So this is going to go here. We're even boosting some of these. We're boosting some of these gear wheels. Things we want if we are speed moduling gear wheels is to upgrade from beacon, yeah, prod mod 1s to prod mod 3s, so we get, I mean, productivity bonuses, but they kind of don't even matter. We're not even, we're making the gear wheels over here in bulk. Also with productivity bonus, all these guys are prod mod 1s. I don't like that so much, whatever. We're not going to worry about it. Which way is this? So when we make... Yes. I was just wondering when we make batteries, this inserter does indeed put the output battery on the side of the belt that will go into this underground, which means we've got space for that beacon right there, and it's fine. We can't... Yeah, we can't get... If we put an underground here to be able to put another beacon here, we are going to put the steel on the wrong side of the belt. But at this point, I feel that we have already boosted the batteries as much as we needed to, because we've got twice as many assemblers. We've also got output full. This one, okay, so this is, yeah, we needed this here. We needed this beacon here so it can come up and like that. Yeah, I knew that one of these sides was going to be an issue and checked one of the sides, forgot to check the other side, got it slightly broken. It's fine. Yeah, I'm happy that we have significantly boosted. Do we even? I think we're not gonna worry about that because these guys aren't even running. Like they're moduled, but whatever. We did. That's going to get you back to speed 2, and we're making, enough of those. It's fine. And then we should have, yeah, we straight up should just have a whole lot more batteries now. We've got more productivity bonus. We've got a couple of beacons hitting these things, and we could even get another beacon in. Is it worth a beacon here? I think it's going to be worth a beacon here as well. So we are going to. And then I picked up some stuff. You guys can have the stuff. I don't want the steel either. And yeah, I am going to claim that the batteries are boosted and therefore solved. And yeah, I don't know if is the acid situation still fine. The acid situation looks like it's probably fine. I mean, we did boost the acid a while ago with this beacon, because we thought we were going to need more acid by the uranium mining, except we've also kind of turned off the uranium mining because we are coverexing stuff rather than mining it fresh at this point. We have, however, so this is a nearly full belt of copper from the train. We've got more copper, that's fine. We're just going to run another of these belts in here so that because these guys being like partly empty is not a thing that makes me happy. So we're just gonna like hack this together. Bots are gonna bring all the stuff. We're gonna get an extra belt of copper from the train. It's gonna be completely fine. Yeah, so that's also, congratulations, another thing we fixed. Do we have? We're probably unloading a bunch of the stuff. It's probably fine. We are probably also just waiting on another rocket to launch. We are waiting on another rocket to launch because RCUs, which is a thing that I'm okay with, but we did just launch a thing. Also, let's have these be stack inserters, because there's no reason for them not to be. And science is fine. What are we even worried about? Science is... Okay, so yeah, so it's blue chips. We blasted this collection of blue chips because we have just boosted the drone frames, because we boosted batteries. The thing we actually wanted to do... Okay, yeah, remember to do the things that we wanted to do. And we wanted to boost batteries, not just for the drone frames, but also because we wanted laser turrets, because we wanted more batteries. Yeah, we wanted personal lasers. We want some number of personal lasers. We also just want, and you just go harder, and make us 6 stacks of lasers. Yeah, we are, instead of... I think this inserter here just wants to run. And then we won't give any more laser turrets to the personal laser turrets if we've already got what we need, but then we're also going to make a bunch more laser turrets and just, fill this chest with, 300 laser turrets? Because we want a bunch of laser turrets to deal with things like the behemoth biters that are running at us. And yeah, we need some module upgrades, that's all fine. We're still doing module upgrades, we're also still just feeding in. I'm pretty sure, didn't we have a pile of prod mods in storage? Yeah, give me all of these. Have we worked through all the prod mods in storage? That would be kind of hilarious. I think we've worked through most of the prod mods in storage. So maybe we actually need to be producing prod mods again. We don't have all that many red chips drifting through. Is that... It's still just going to be the iron, isn't it? We just need to go and do that thing. We need to put the train on the other side and pull that in. It might also be copper. I think we've just got multiple things we need to boost there. That's a bit of a shame because we're not doing that yet. There were other things we wanted to do first. Okay, so we're making lasers. We're making lasers pretty fast. Lasers are a really slow thing to make. And we've got a pile of steel. We've got a pile of green chips. Batteries, we're going to presume that we have. We're going to request more of these in case it's a bottleneck of logistics robots just not bringing enough. Let's just go and check. Yeah, we're pushing more batteries through. In fact, probably down here all these batteries are building up for the drone frames. You know what we're going to do? There's nothing in this section in particular that needs the batteries. So we're actually just going to filter batteries to one side. Have two places where we're just going to dump batteries in the logistics network. Why are you... Oh yeah, because we filtered electric engines, even though I said batteries. Batteries. Yeah, filter off the batteries. Put all the batteries in the logistics network. You guys are running, working. Oh wait, this is getting batteries from here, so it's fine. And then we are going to run down the other... Yeah, nothing... Here we've got a request for batteries, which we don't really need. We only need the batteries when we get to here. So if we had... Fast insert here, request chest here, you get to request 60 batteries. And this is going to mean that... This is going to mean that we've put it in the wrong place. We want it there. But it's fine, the belt is full. That means that all these batteries that are building up on the belt won't. Because they'll all go into the Logibot storage, and then the Logibots will bring them over here, and that will mean we will be freeing up more batteries for... Yeah, we're going to want... Let's get a couple more of these. Let's get a couple more things that laser turrets are made out of, because we want a bunch of laser turrets, and then also in the wall construction chest, let's request 200 laser turrets, and then also some substations. I don't know if we're making substations. 20 substations? 6 substations. 20 substations is way more than we need. I don't think we're making substations either. So, over here... Where is a not particularly disgusting place to put substations? I think we can put substations over here. This assembler just here doesn't even need to be a high tier assembler. Is going to make us substations. We're going to have... Yeah, that's fine. We're going to request... Okay, we do not need that much stuff. Let's just get 40 of each thing, because we don't need to... Like, I don't think I'm going to have a need to make a whole lot of substations for... Yeah, and then also let's get you a little bit faster. Yeah, we don't even need that many things per substation. It was just that we needed... Yeah, we just queued a construction of a whole lot of substations. And then I also noticed that I've got some logistics robots. I want to keep some personal bots. That's all pretty fine. We've still got reactors. Power grid is fine. Are all the green chips still belting it? The green chips are still belting it. That's nice. Let's go and build the next thing, which is... yeah, we've got all these boxes of everything I think I need to be making a pile of Spidertrons. Yeah, I just had a moment of, this tech seems to be going slowly. Is there a non-space tech that we can do? And the answer is no. We've got the all techs achievement. We are just down to all the space techs. Yeah, the thing we're going to need in addition to Spidertrons, and the other reason why we set up so much of this Koforex stuff is, yeah, we're now getting a decent chunk of this stuff, which is important. We want to... I think we're going to do it over here, because why not? We've got explosives over here. We want nukes, basically. That's going to be how this works. So, are we putting... Yeah, whatever. Are we putting... we've got a lot of rockets. I don't even know if we're going to use these rockets. Do we have anywhere that... I don't know if we do. I don't know if we've got anywhere that explosives are going into the logistics network. So now they are. But there's two things. There's a couple of things that we want. We definitely want nuclear weapons, because they're great. Why wouldn't we want these? I think the other thing we're going to want is we're going to want a bunch of artillery shells, because we don't have... I don't think I want to do this with a turret. I think I want to do this with wagons. I think there are going to be a bunch of places where we want artillery wagons. They're just going to be easier, so we're going to set that up. But then also the thing we want to build over here is artillery shells, which need explosive cannon shells. What do explosive cannon shells need? Plastic. Okay, so all of this, there's a lot of this that can just be built off this belt here. So if we had... if we did that, I think it's a 1-to-2 ratio. I'm not entirely sure. Let's set these recipes and then check it again. We need 8 explosives in 15... No, wait. Not explosives. We want to be looking at the cannon shells. 4 cannon shells in 15 seconds. These are 2 cannon shells in 8 seconds. So yeah, so I reckon you guys get a little more speed. Is that true? I don't think that's true at all. I think I want a bunch of... I think I want a bunch of Speed Module 2s. We're doing Speed Module 2 stuff. I don't actually want the beacons, but I would like bots to bring me a bunch of Speed Module 2s so we can Speed Module these. And yeah, you also need plastic, which I don't think is going into the network net. We also need radars, which is going into the network. Yeah, then also these guys can get their stuff. We're going to need some other sources of stuff. We're going to need some request chests. These guys are getting their speed modules delivered. Yeah, I think this is going to do everything we need it to. I think we're going to have... Is there a spot? There's not quite a spot where we can have all those things powered, but maybe over here we can just also power some other stuff. We've still got cliff explosives. I don't know if we need these grenades or not. Whatever, it's probably fine. We want, plastic. We want 100 plastic, seems fine. And then here we want the explosive cannon shells, which we're getting, and then also radars. So let's have you request like 6 radars. It's 1 per shell, isn't it? Yeah, we're not going to need a whole lot of these. And now that we've got the speed module 2s that I ordered, we can give these guys a pair of speed module 2s each. And this would probably... I mean, this is actually still better to do with the beacon, isn't it? We just spent 6 prod mod 2s doing it like that. I think we're going to do this differently as well, because we do know that we need a lot of logistic space for these shells. They are pretty hungry, but this also means that we can have here and not quite there, here and here. Give these guys... yeah, they're all going to go nice and fast. It's going to be fine. We should have... We don't have radars? Why don't we have radars in the network? Yeah, landmines, module upgrades, it's fine. Okay, so plastic. Somewhere... We can probably just... Like, somewhere over here... Yeah, this copper is now pretty healthy again. This copper logistic injection, we can probably just put... here? Maybe this goes wrong, but I don't see it going wrong. Also, these guys aren't even fully running yet, so we could definitely get more out of that. So I'm fine with it. And then, why aren't radars running? Didn't we have... Oh, we never put... Yeah, okay. We were doing direct feed into the satellites rather than actually. Yeah, let's go and fix that, because if we move on to the next thing, we're gonna forget it, which is gonna be a little bit of a shame. Blue science is also just full, whatever. These guys are, yeah, still making all those things more than we need. Yeah, over here, we wanted these guys to, yeah, get a box and then just make a stack of radars, which is still so many radars. I think they stack to like 50, but it's just so many more than we need at this point. You can just go fast, it's fine. Not even worried. Yeah, okay. So the other thing we need to start making, we could do this with logistics request as well, whatever things we're going to walk away from. Yeah, I think we do need... where is my upgrade planner? Were they... Nope. The cell. I think they were... Yeah, we're going to upgrade these modules as well. So we need... We're going to get this to 20% productivity bonus and a nice little speed boost. Do these guys need another speed boost? They're going to get another speed boost. Are we sad about gas? We're not sad about gas. So all of this should... Are you worried about... Oh, you're worried about... You're actually worried about insertion limits. So we can fix that. I mean, in fact, we're probably just going to need stack inserters here, because we are just pushing more of this stuff out. So that's all... Oh, and then also we're short of sulfur because we're making the explosives again. I'm going to claim that that's going to fix this acid problem and move on, because the other thing we wanted to do... yeah, we are going to need more explosives as well, because I still have these beacons. We're going to give you... Yeah. We're going to care more about getting these explosives out fast rather than the productivity bonus. Explosives are kind of cheap as a recipe. I was going to do this somewhere else, but it looks like we might just do it around here, because the other thing we wanted to think about was nuclear weapons. And what do we even... Yeah, we need to bring in the RCUs. All of these things are in the logistics network, especially with these guys. We could do this anywhere. Where, of all the places that we could do it, would we like to do it? Let's... Should we pack it in here? Yeah, I think we're going to pack the nuclear weapons in over there. For no particularly good reason. It's kind of central. It's kind of whatever. We can do all of this with logistics requests, if we can remember how this pattern works, and it works like so. I still don't have a request chest. Why don't I have a request chest? Oh well. Here we want some weapons of various kinds. We want some output chests. You guys are only going to have to worry about things in that direction. We are going to want... I'm going to want beacon and or speed module these. Probably not. We are going to want to bump these because we're running several of them. 40, and I guess we're going to just have a lot of this stuff sitting in here, and it's going to be fine. I don't really have... Yeah, we're going to use these inserters. It's going to be fine. I also wanted more speed mod 2s, and we should have somewhere. Yeah, at this point... We're still waiting on prod mod 2s, because these guys are still just producing prod mod 2s. And we're also waiting on launching rockets and waiting on RCUs, and we're also just waiting on the number of blue chips, because RCUs, everything in the factory is just turning over real nice. This is pretty good. We are going to change these settings around so that we can also produce more prod mods, because that's what we need. But then we're also going to take a bunch of these speed mods. I think I needed... Maybe we needed more of these, whatever. And here and here, we'll get all of this running, and then I don't quite have... Yeah, then we're also just requesting in all of the stuff. So yeah, now this is fine. How long are these guys going to take? We do need... I mean, we do need a lot of that stuff. We quite possibly cannot support the number of nuclear weapons we are attempting to make based on the amount of coverts we're doing. But also, whatever, not even concerned. We're making... Somewhere we're making artillery shells? Yeah, we're making artillery shells. That's fine. I think we should make artillery wagons as well. And for lack of a better place, we're also just going to make a mess here as well. Because of course we are. Like, is that true? No, it's not true. We're going to set this to artillery wagons, and then we're going to pick up all of these things. And, like, this can be where we're making nuclear weapons. That's fine. Somewhere over in the rest of the Logimall next to... Yeah, for no particularly good reason, I want the artillery wagons over here next to the other kinds of trains and wagons. Not that it's going to be too much of an issue. Yeah, let's not have quite so many things. 60. Let's just have 100 steel. Vast requests of stuff, whatever. And then let's just get... I don't even know what these stack to. Also, doesn't really matter. It's fine. Have all that stuff, and then you can have all the things back. And we're making artillery wagons. We will be able to make an artillery train when we get around to that at some point. So, is that most of what we wanted to do? Is these guys are running because we are short of LDS, because we are short of copper. That's not entirely surprising. Yeah, we were always going to have this copper problem. We kind of... Yeah, I guess when we need to train in more copper, and we need to kind of streamline that process as well. Not even super concerned about that, because the purple science is still struggling for the stone. The yellow science is struggling for both LDS and probably also drone frames, although we did fix drone frames, so that's fine. These guys are also struggling for the rest of their tier 2 module upgrades, which we're also still working on. Yeah, we're just working on making all of the things. It's completely fine. We have run out of speed modules, which is not necessarily a problem I expected, but also I'm fine with it, because this just, like, cache of speed modules can just get, like, circulated directly back into the system. It's completely fine. The UPS is kind of weird, not entirely sure why. Okay, so all of that is fine. We have... Yeah, we've just got a bunch of stuff running and working. We're up to 7.7 million circuits. We are just producing a bunch of things. That's all great. Okay, next thing is we're still kind of worrying about all the iron trains running out of fuel. So this train, we need to figure out how to get it back here. This train is also just, yeah, whatever, it's going to sit there. We need somewhere... And then how far does this train go? It goes to here. We're going to pull another branch off. Can it only be that long? This is going to be... I guess we just have to dodge that. I think it's going to be fine. I think we can dodge that. Because it does mean that these circuits are going to need to move. We are allowed into these two stations, and then we want to check the rest of the track to be allowed out. And then, do we actually have 6 wagons worth? Yes. 6 wagons gets us to about here, which is fine. And then, where is... I guess we can do all of this... we can do this pipe differently. We can just jump it a lot further over here, and now it's definitely going to be out the way of... Do I have pipe? I've got 3 pipe. Now it's going to definitely be out the way of... This is going to be the... We've even got the trains for it here, which is not what I expected. This is going to be the having train fuel station. Train. This is the having train fuel station. Rocket fuel is going to be the... Okay, let's get to the end of the thing and put the signal in the right place. Yeah, we're going to have some train fuel here. That's going to be how that works. And I think we're just going to... Like, I don't think we're going to need to load this train quickly at all. So I think we're just going to take... Let's put it here. I think we're just going to take a branch of this rocket fuel and just run it all the way down here and not even care. Like, that is going to be, yeah, way more stack inserters than we need, because we're going to have, like, some here to fuel the train, some here to also fuel the train, and then also just a bunch of normal inserters. We're using bad modules for the green chips, and we're using, yeah, silly modules, silly inserters for the train fuel. We're using bad modules for the green chips build. We are just gonna, yeah, we're just gonna fill this train with train fuel, and then this will be a train that we can take to somewhere else, which, as long as we make sure it's inside a roboport. So I think we're gonna leave some of this roboport up. And are any of these... Yeah, these are... Like, I'm half expecting at this point to see a thing with a train complaining that it's out of fuel. All of those ones are fine. So we're going to have some train fueling stuff here, which means we need to take logistics bots. We need to take request chests and inserters, and we also need to... Did I already say logistics bots or not? Whatever. It's fine. We need to take some logistics bots. So, where... Okay, whatever. I was going to look up trying to find logistics bots. We are not going to bother trying to find logistics bots. Yeah, we're still... Things needing repair packs is fine. Things taking damage is fine. Because we fixed... Like, previously this would not have worked out so well, but because we have now fixed all this stuff, we have all these things that are just... Yeah, we can have another 150 logistics bots. This is... Yeah, we're just going to handcraft that. It's completely fine. Somewhere we're also going to get, yeah, another 50 fast inserters. Somewhere. Do any of these boxes have request chests? Maybe they don't. We're requesting fish. Let's also request 60 nuclear weapons. That's going to be fine. I think we should also take landmines, because I think we need to take landmines out to the west again, because that bit's kind of unstable. We are short on prod mods. Did we have more prod mods? I think we need to be manufacturing more prod mods, but I'm also okay with not doing that. We are just... Yeah, we're actually kind of well balanced. Everything is coming out of the factory and going into the labs and going into the things we're expanding. It's just super fine. We actually do need more prod mods because we want the module upgrades. So yeah, because we cut these off because we wanted more sources. We wanted more source materials. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade some of these back to... Yeah, whatever. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, other things we need to plug in after we do this new train patch. So I've got a personal train. We've also got the personal train over here. I'm going to need maybe some power poles. I think we can probably get some power poles when we go out to do the build, but then we also want a bunch of rail and quite a few signals. We're going to need signals to do the output stacker that I want to do. And then I think also we're not going to worry about that. Okay. So we are going to go and do the... Yeah, I think we want the iron output stacker to be depositing the iron here, as in yielding that's not that, yielding the iron trains back into the network here rather than here. So we can have a stacker, I guess, here. Where is... I guess we've already got a link down here. I think down here is a place we can put the train fuel. What are you guys complaining about not having? Oh, wow. We did, in fact, run out of bots? We ran out of bots. We had... Something broke through one of these positions. We ran out of bots. We took a bit of damage. We lost some of the copper mining. Good job, guys. That's like your most effective thing in ages. And I guess part of that is because, like, we used to not be polluting these sections until in the last couple of episodes, we spun up all this mining and processing, and now we are making all of these guys angry. So I guess we need to defend this a little better. Maybe. So I think we need to take... Yeah, we need to take bots. We need to take a couple more roboports. We need to take a couple more flamethrowers, an underground pipe. Do we also need... Where is the logistics chest? Do we have wall? Yes, we still have wall. I think this probably also means we need... And I think this also means we can take laser turrets. Because we're going to add the extra layer of wall here like so. And then we're also going to do not that much of a partition, just a little bit of a partition. Just so that... Because I mean, they probably won't... Even if they run to the side... If they kick a hole in some of the wall, it's probably not that bad, but also I'd rather they didn't. So, okay, let's take... I mean, do we need to worry about... This is also affecting the copper output, isn't it? This is... I think this is a more just mining extension that we're going to do between episodes. Okay, let's find other things that we want. We want to find a couple more of these. We want to grab some green chips. You've got some number of green chips, which I'll have. 40 bots is a decent number of bots. Put those back. I want some roboports. And then over here I want some flamethrower turrets, and I want some laser turrets, and I want some substations, and underground pipe, regular pipe. I think that's going to be almost everything we need, and now we've got a couple of different places to go. We picked up train things. I think we've got everything we need to go and have ourselves... Oh wait, do I have radar? Because I think the biters also destroyed some radar. Congratulations to them. Good job. Yeah, I think we've got everything we need to go and build a bunch of stuff. We also need to have a way to get this train back into the system, because we also don't have this piece of rail span. In fact, let's just go to here and build this down as we get there. And then, yeah, the mixed build is still kind of sad because we don't have the train supply of the other iron and the other copper. Is that even a thing? Yeah, the extra iron is a thing we kind of need to do reasonably soon. I don't think we're going to get to do it today. I think we're going to get to do the stacker and the train fuel station. And then we're going to need the other iron. Yeah, because there's not even... We've got like a bit of extra iron, but really not much iron ending up through here. Oh well. No, I want to be inside this. We want to set this to manual. We want... I mean, I've got bots. So bots can just help us build this piece of rail spine. Actually, do we... I'm pretty sure we have... Yeah, we've got a signal here, so we don't even need to worry about that so much. We can just run this down. I don't see any obstacles that we're about to hit. And then... Okay. Let's not connect this up yet, because as soon as we connect this train might decide that... Oh, do we not... We don't turn in here, so that's also a thing we gotta do. Okay. Is this even... This isn't even the place that we want it to be. The place we want it to be is over here. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna... I mean, this is still a thing that is going to be useful that we needed to do. We wanted to run up here. That's all... Yeah, okay, we're going to go and signal that slightly better. It's going to be a day about train signaling. So this section here, needs to be signaled somewhat better. Yeah, release into the station, and then... Actually, this is on a train spine. We will need to do both of those differently if we... We will need to do both of those differently if we extend that train spine, but we're also not at the moment. And then I reckon... where are you going? Oh, you're going all the way around. You're going through some other station. Yeah, you're going through some other station to go all the way around and back in here. That is silly. What we're going to do is just have this little thing here as well, which will... Okay, the signal's on the wrong side. Then it will be able to like head directly in there, which is fine. That's going to be everything it needs to. Wait, except it does need to be chain, because this whole section here is double-sided, which is going to be, a mess. It's fine. Okay, let's go and head to where we should be to fix all the things that are complaining, and then... Oh, thing is destroyed. Whatever. Yeah, I think a lot of things are missing. Repair packs, missing bots. Let's check how many. Yeah, this train is just ready to go somewhere once we have a... Are we low on... I think we are low on producing rocket fuel. That makes sense, because we are producing rocket fuel the slowest out of all of these components. We are going to be blocked on not having enough rocket fuel soon, because the other rocket parts we're just making so much faster than rocket fuel. So that's going to be a thing we deal with, not now, sometime later. Okay, so you want a couple of bots. You want a couple of walls. You want a couple of flamethrower turrets. You want some of these things. I think you need more roboports. I don't think you need many radar. And then I think we're also going to give you... Do I have repair packs? I do not have repair packs. Okay, so you're not going to get repair packs. We're actually going to give you all the bots, because you have some things you need to build first. And yeah, I apparently still kept some of the bots. I guess I have one bot, because... Yeah, I didn't bring any extra wall. I probably should have brought some extra wall. Yeah, I'm gonna not have my bots contribute, and we're gonna pull back some of these bots so that I can have personal bots to take somewhere else. I mean, 69 is, a decent number of bots. Yeah, we're gonna need more. We're gonna need more wall here as well. Oh, that's the other thing we were doing here. Yeah, these guys, we're getting a decent number of Bethmoths now. So the pattern we want, and the reason why we brought some of this other stuff, let's have a substation. Let's imagine a situation where we have multiple substations next to each other, and then figure out where and how we would like to have a whole lot of lasers. Like, this is going to be the second row of lasers. We're going to have a row of lasers in front of this that are separated, so that when biters spit at these lasers that are in front, they only hit one, but then we've also got more firepower behind. And then this is a pattern that's actually working out pretty well. Okay, so let's get rid of these things. Let's get rid of... Yeah, these ones. And then here is going to be... This is going to be our laser turret blueprint, which we're also not going to name. We are going to make it relative tiling, and we need to pull this in by 2. Width 18. Which means that we should tile relative to... Like, we should be able to tile this... walls, whatever. This should be a blueprint that we can tile. It's not going to work on corners, which is a little bit of a shame. Can we have... Can we just slap in a couple more flamethrowers here, please. I'm pretty sure you guys have got flamethrowers. Because we were, like, repairing this wall from the thing that broke down. And then, yeah, I think somewhere through here... Oh, no, it wasn't that. There was a forest here. The biters didn't even get through. We set the forest on fire, and the forest jumped through the walls. We didn't actually clear this forest because we kind of forgot about it, and because we didn't need to because we weren't polluting these bases. But now we are polluting these bases. We have a need to actually defend this properly. Cool. So that's a good thing that we have learned. Somewhere we want our laser turrets, just like in here. Yeah, I think I am happy setting this up so that... Yeah, we're going to do it like this. So the substations can be behind the flamethrowers, and then we've got laser turrets and then more laser turrets in front of the flamethrowers in a way that will tile nicely around all that stuff and give the laser turrets decent range outside the walls. Yeah, okay, so let's re-blueprint this laser turret thing. All of this, we do want the substation. We only want the substation and the laser turrets. Yes. And then we want to be tiling that to size 18. So that we can have some here and some there. And other bots are pulling this out, which is fine. I guess... Why are other bots not building these things? Oh, hey! I guess they got through here. Yeah, they did. Okay, so that is going to be the next thing we go and deal with. That was kind of going to be the next thing to deal with anyway. But I guess we're dealing with that now rather than later. Which is still... It's still close enough to now. I'm kind of fine with that. It's not too far away, is it? We can drive here in a car. It's the next one up. Okay, so it's a bit of a drive. Yeah, biters are having a pretty good day. Which is lucky for them, because we're about to unleash 18 Spidertrons with 4 personal lasers each, and then also about... Yeah, like a vast number of nuclear weapons and lasers and things like that as well. Yeah, so we need to bring some stuff back here anyway. Yeah, he actually cut off, he just actually broke belt, which was pretty funny. I mean, we've got all the things we need to rebuild that at the other node, which is kind of where we needed to be anyway. Oh, we also broke... Do I have a tank? I do have a tank. Good. Okay, let's wander over here. Let's give these bots... Did he actually... There's a decent chance that, because biters don't necessarily attack roboports, they'll only attack... Yeah, we've still got all these bots here. Did we take an expansion? We did not take an expansion. We just were starting attacks, and they just pushed through all the landmines and broke all of this stuff. So that's fine. These guys have now got 30 bots. They'll be able to put all those landmines back, probably. I've only got 4 bots myself. That's also fine. Okay. Things that are fine. We want to go and do the train fuel, which we decided could go... am I on the wrong side of this thing? Yeah, we are on the wrong side of this thing. That's fine, as long as we don't crash into anything from here. Yeah, sure. And we wanted to have... Like, this train can come down here, and then we can have a station down here that will be where we can do a bunch of train fueling stuff. Have yourself a rail signal, because this is going the opposite direction, but we kind of need to figure that stacker out. It's fine. And then down here, We've finally got a little extra stuff, whatever. Yeah, we can then just drive the rest of that belt the other way, and we can have here. This is, where is this with respect to? Yeah, this is fine. And then we we actually got storage chests. I thought we made a big deal about getting the request chests and then actually forgot the request chests. But that's also fine. This is, yeah. We're going to have a train fuel request station, which is going to be, you know, kind of fine. And then we're just going to put these things in logistics boxes, is how that's going to work. In fact, can I even... Don't worry about showing me pollution, it's probably fine. You guys are... Yeah, we need to put some more mining there, that's definitely going to happen between episodes. You guys also didn't get enough laser turrets, but also whatever. I might do some of that later as well, not really concerned. I wanted to find... Yeah, one of these things to queue. Because, like, where is this train going to arrive? Actually, let's... I mean, we already knew where the train was. Yeah, the train was this train. Shouldn't we have... Oh, you're going all the way around because you're silly. Okay, whatever. It's fine. The train fuel station, and then the train fuel request station. Train fuel here, and we're just going to go full to empty. And that's doing everything we wanted it to, which is nice. And then we wanted... yeah, I want one of these chests. Wagon, cargo here, so we can have two things like so. Two things like so. And... yeah, I think this is going to be... That's going to be the pattern we want to unload. But then I think we only want to run... We need to circuit this slightly differently. But also it's kind of... It's going to be somewhat fine. The thing we do need to do is... Yeah, also have... we also still need... Yeah, that's fine. Things that are okay. We still need to run... this circuit down here, but we also kind of need the boxes before that's a thing. And we've also got way more... We've got way more bots over here than we need, partly because we were building the bots, and then partly because... partly because we were still just doing the build. The thing we're actually going to do is... That's slightly in the way, we're going to move it. We're just going to reuse this output belt, because it's going to be fine. This is actually going to go chain signal here, because this is ugly shared track, and now we can just get back in. 24 is quite a large number of things to be destroyed. Yeah. This nonsense again. Yeah, I think of all the places, yeah. I think of all the places we could be nuking and dropping artillery and things like that, this is a big candidate. Because we haven't built a real wall, and that's a bit of a shame. And yeah, now we still need to put these things back. And also because we haven't built a wall, this is like... I mean, we have no idea whether or not this will turn into a nice continent with other choke points, but the thing I am just noticing is we've got copper right next to iron, so if we did clear a bunch of this stuff out, and we also secure more oil, which is a thing we're kind of wondering about, because the other oil in here we are running down, so maybe that's a place we expand to soon. Not super concerned. Yeah, let's get... I want to go back to the main station because we need to pick some things up. We need these request chests. Once we've got these request chests, we can also circuit condition these things together, and then we will have a train station with which we can connect. Okay, that's currently outside of logistics range, but we will be able to put... I mean, this is a thing we can do now. Train fuel requests look like this. Maybe bots have these? I don't think bots have these. But we are going to fuel these trains, which is going to be necessary, and then also fuel these trains, which is also going to be necessary. And yeah, we're going to pull back... I don't think we pull back... We are going to pull back a large number of these roboports. We don't need quite so many roboports. Yeah, whatever. But we do need, I think, somewhere down... Where are my request chests? Here are my chests. Yeah, give me some of these chests. Give me some of these chests as well. I think I want more rail. I think I want more rail to build this iron stacker thing. And we've got 9 of these. We've got 150 logistics spots. So much more stuff than we need. Get some of this stuff out of my inventory because we don't really need it. Assembler 3s. We can just, yeah, keep doing that. Okay. I think we have the things we need to do the last 2 bits of the build over here. And first we're going to wander over here. We've got the stack inserters, we've got both types of boxes, we've got the logistics spots, we've got all the things we need to do to build the iron output stacker. I think we are mostly okay. Yeah, sure. Let's pretend that's fine. I think we're going to do this in... And we could have driven this manually. This is going to be I mean, is it... okay, we couldn't chain signal through the intersection. This is not even the direction I want to go. We couldn't chain signal through the intersection because... Oh yeah, and then we also need to take the stuff back to the other build that the bite is destroyed. Oh well. Yeah, we want to wander down here. Actually, we've got construction bots. Bots are going to do this for us. Yeah, we want to circuit condition these... Actually, it's not quite going to be... It's going to be in this slightly annoying way, isn't it? Actually, no, it's going to be fine. Because each of these 2 chests will take half a wagon from here, and these stack inserters will unload significantly faster than these 2 will complete the transfer. So we can still just do the simple thing of connecting these to the station, and having this station request train fuel if we have less than, say, 200 train fuel across these 2 boxes. And then all we need to do is make sure that this is inside the logistic network, which we're going to do with a couple of roboports. We're also, yeah, successfully mining iron. It's fine. Then what else do we need? We needed some red belt. What else were the other bots complaining about not having? Yeah, just like a collection of undergrounds and things like that. Maybe we go and do that before the other... Prod mod 2s was the other thing that we didn't have. Prod mod 2s. Maybe some of these things. Okay, fine. Yeah, then we have probably more roboports than we need. Like this roboport here doesn't really need to be here, but it can stay. This roboport we don't need. This roboport we don't need. This roboport is giving us coverage down here, which is now requesting stuff. Have yourself 50 logistics spots. These are also more roboports that we need, but we don't care. I do have the car. We don't need double roboport here, but we're going to take 1. And then I think these roboports also we don't need. And then down here, also logistics request. And now we have fueled some of these train stations. Give me the bots back, though. You don't need... You've got another 100 construction bots. You do not need... Somewhere there's another 47 construction bots. And then somehow... we managed to not successfully power a mine. That's pretty silly. Whatever, it's fine. And yeah, other reasons to get this iron output stacker working is to make all of this actually work all the time instead of kind of not be working. Where are... Okay, the rest of these bots I can track down later, it's fine. We are now fueling some of these iron trains, and that's fine. Let's go and do the stacker design, and then that will be the last thing we wanted to do today. So, mostly we wanted... Yeah, we wanted a stacker that was going to end up... I think... What we do is we get rid of this chain signal here. And then we have all of the outputs in a different place. I think is going to be the plan. Is that true? We're going to drive over here first. We're going to see whether or not we actually got all of the things we needed to build. And the answer was... No, we needed a couple of speed modules. Everything else here is running, which is fine. It's still going. But at some point we need to bring back some speed modules. We've got an iron train. Well done. Yeah, this is one of the places that we're probably not going to bother fueling it. Yeah, let's go and do... Let's start from the other side. Let's start from the side of getting the rest of the stacker out. Because the reason we're going to do it here is this will be, you know, effectively the same... intersection, which we're going to need to... Are we going to need to signal that again? I don't think we do. I think this is just going to go... Do we need to worry about... Actually, we are only going to need to worry about the trains... No, actually no. Because of this copper station here, we do need to put trains on both sides. Okay, so we've kind of got to do an actual intersection, but it's fine. It's going to be ugly. Not there, but that was kind of always going to be the case. So we're going to have one of these things here and the other not there, but here. So with that happening, we kind of need to... Yeah, rail signal there, chain signal here, chain signal here, rail signal here. Do we need to... Yeah, well actually no, that's not true. So it's going to be this signal here. So that's our intersection. We have an intersection. We've also continued to just finish tech. 4,000, 2,000, 2,000. Let's do some artillery shell stuff. 8,000. Flammables also 2,000. So we're going to get that. We actually needed... We did need follower RoboCount 11, didn't we? That's the last one of those we need, and then we can get into other kind of random text, because I think... that's not what we wanted. Bonuses. Follower robot count 90. So we do need one more level of tech, and then we will be able to go and do that thing. But the thing we want first is a stacker design. So... Where is... Can we have... I think we can. From here? Where is... If I wanted this to be a diagonal, instead of like that... that's actually in exactly the right place. Okay. And I'm pretty sure we have cliff explosives. So the rough plan... I think we're going to sketch the plan of the stacker and then actually do it kind of in between. And we want a diagonal here so that we can have several copies of a thing like so. And then one of these is going to be a station with a limit of, say, 2, called Ironhold. And we're going to give it an icon as well, because, you know, things get icons. That's going to be how that works. We need to save that before trying to E out of stuff. And we're also going to need a chain signal... A train signal here? This is going to need to be a chain signal, but it's also fine. And then we want to figure out here, not there, how much space these train needs. And I think it's going to be... That's going to be enough. So we're going to get... And I think... Do we have... Yeah, it looks like we have enough space to turn this. So we can do... something like this. We could actually even do it... We can't actually do the next bit on a diagonal, can we? But never mind. Okay. signal here, and this should have 2, 4. Yeah, that's going to have enough for all of these iron hold trains, and the plan is we can have this copy of a thing in all of these places, and another one. We could even do this close together. Let's do this. Let's do this close together. There are no downsides. I'm pretty sure this still works. Yeah, so we can have one train stacking here, another train stacking here. I left the car in the wrong place. I think we're going to sketch this and then build the rest of it later. But the output of this thing is going to be... I think here we're going to go... No, wait, we can just go diagonal here because we don't need a train station. The train station is already at the top, so this section can disappear. And then we can have a bunch of diagonal stuff. And the question is, that's also nearly enough space. And then we can run this thing down here, have another signal here, and I believe that's going to be enough space for both of those trains. So this is going to be a kind of weird output stacker. And then this... yeah, this train here is the input for one of these, but also the output for this line. So we need to have a thing that goes across here, but this is also chain signal, so fine. And this is going to be one-way track. Except we kind of need to have... even that's in the wrong place. This is getting... I mean, I'm okay with this getting worse, to be honest. Yeah, that's going to end up in there. And then... we almost got another achievement there, but we didn't, never mind. This is already chain signaled through here, so I don't even mind about that. So we are releasing trains out this way, but then this section of the track should be one way. We need to, yeah, this is the bit where we need to get rid of that other signal. And so the only way that trains are going to be able to get out of this iron setup, because all we're doing down here is putting this iron stuff in, is through these other stackers that we are now building. And then we need to change some of these... yeah, we're going to build more of those in between. We also needed to have... this is the output... this lane here is the output for the other iron. So I think over here, we're also just going to get this... this is gonna work fine. Yeah, sure, this is gonna work fine. Because now here we can have that turn and have a rail signal here. And we've now got, yeah, so this track should be one way in. This other side that we've just added should be one way out. And now if we tell this train to go anywhere, it is using the other lane with the stacker. So instead of, we can set some of these trains up to, instead of like pausing here, what we're going to do instead is, and I think we're just going to do it with some of these trains, but not all of these trains, iron hold, with no wait condition. Iron here, iron hold, iron please. And let's give it to this train as well so we can check this thing works. We failed to copy the train configuration. We overwrote the train configuration with one that was not present. Iron here. Yeah, so get iron from somewhere, go to the waiting position, and then go to wherever is requesting the iron. That's what we want. So this is now heading off to one of... yeah, this is... so the thing about this is we're not going to do this with all the iron trains because we're not distinguishing between these iron mines and the iron mines over here. So there's a decent chance that a train here we'll path all the way over here and then try and figure out... Oh, you guys doing this again. Oh yeah, because the behemoths are... Yeah, because we also don't quite have the explosive damage to deal with the behemoths. We are definitely killing those guys later. Yeah, we still have to worry about trains from the other iron line pathing all the way around into this first, but it will mean that a number of these trains we can have pausing here instead of down here, which means they will get to this green chips earlier, get to these green chips earlier, get to these green chips earlier, in a way that we are generally happy with. So this is one that we didn't set. Yeah, we're not going to set this up with all of these, but we are now going to, yeah, set those up. I think this has turned into a long episode. It wasn't supposed to be a long episode, but never mind. And then in here, we also want these trains to be doing the same thing. And so some but not all of these trains are going to like hang out in those stackers, which we still need to build more of in between, because we've kind of got space for several of these, but we haven't done all of them, and at the moment we've got more trains trying to hit the stacker than... Yeah, we don't have the other stacker parts held up, but we can build more of those later. We're not going to, because the other thing that we're going to kind of check in with / prep before we conclude this episode. So we've got a couple of things to build between episodes, no big deal. I want to go see if we've got... Yeah, I want to go see if we've got stuff to build Spidertrons. Okay, so we're fueling some trains here, but we are not delivering. We are delivering fuel. Yeah, and then this train is trying to get to the stacker, doesn't have a space to get to the stacker. Never mind, it's fine. We're not even going to worry about that, because if we do need to deliver iron anywhere, then we already have these 2 iron trains delivering somewhere. This train here, hilariously, is now blocking a bunch of stuff, but it's fine because we are blocking the chain signal. So we're going to have some problems until we unstick all of that, but whatever. Yeah, I want to get rid of all of my inventory of stuff, because for a final trick, I want to check whether... Oh, rocket launchers. We don't have rocket launchers. You here are now going to make rocket launchers. And I'm pretty sure... and then also put these things in the network. Yeah. Make a bunch of rocket launchers. Oh, you're actually really slow, because I think our rocket launcher is the only thing we need, and also radars. So yes, and also fish. So we are now in a position to turn all of these chests of stuff into Spidertrons, which is great once we've got the rocket launchers. We've also got over here a number of nuclear weapons, which is very exciting, and I think next time we're going to go and be able to blast some stuff. We're also way low on speed modules. Yeah, so there's... Overall, I think we're still pretty happy. I think there's... Are there speed modules in here? We probably don't have speed modules elsewhere that we could just feed back into the thing. But yeah, we got all the text done. We are going to be in a position to build a lot of Spidertrons and a fish. They're going to be over here because we put all my stuff over here, but I didn't have fish with me. Okay. We've still got a fish request in this combat chest, so that's fine. Yeah, so we can make a whole bunch of Spidertrons. We will also be able to make a bunch of Spidertron remotes. We've got enough lasers sitting around, and probably enough enough personal defense lasers to set all of this up. We will come back with a bit of a Spidertron army, which will be fine. We'll come back with hopefully more UPS. We'll come back with this stacker like completed, these guys put back together. Maybe we do this fuel thing again, also at... These aren't quite as close as I thought they would be. Because there's still a chance that if trains are going between, say, this iron mine has fuel, doesn't it? This iron mine does not have fuel. Okay, this is still in... It's still in the logistics network, so we can just fix that. Okay, so now this station has fuel, but there is the small chance that a train's going backwards and forwards between this iron mine and, say, this green chips, or any of these green chips stations and this iron mine. We'll be able to do that without refueling, which will be a bit of a problem. But whenever the train goes to either this iron mine or either of these iron mines or anywhere back to the smelt face, then they'll be refueled. So we're going to presume that that is enough of a refueling plan. We've got a Spidertron. Hey, we've got a Spidertron. We've got a bunch of nuclear weapons. We'll be able to build more Spidertrons. We're going to just kick through some more techs kind of slowly. This is actually the last one we need, so probably when we come back we will be able to do the follower robot count stuff. We will have an army of Spidertrons. We will have a bunch of tools to go and sort these guys out in some reasonably aggressive ways. Yeah, I've got a couple of extra builds to finish. Things pretty good. Things going well.